All right, so we got the Space Marine that made me care. Wowzers. Let's go.
Hi. I'm Arthur.
Oh, should I wear my
Today's
headphones?
topic is different.
Wait, y'all. I'm about to put my headphones in. It's going to take like 2 seconds. My bad. Give me 1 second. All right, y'all. We back. Let's go.
I know I make jokes often about how I have no set format, but I come to realize that I want to discuss things that matter a bit more to your interpretation of the setting rather than just the setting itself.
Listen, I'm just here for the ride. I listen. In the comments, I've seen people like question, like, and it's not even like, oh no, like disrespectful ish, but like there's people that's like, oh well, I'm glad that you're getting into the lore and that you're learning new things and stuff like that. Bro, that's kind of like my whole thing, bro. I'm just here to learn different things. I'm here to, but also, bro, like I'm here to put my own twist on it, because obviously I like cracking jokes. I like, to entertain. That's probably like the #1 reason why I make YouTube videos is to entertain. Like, yes, having you guys come through and say what's up is cool and all. Yes, having you guys comment and, and show me love, man, that's amazing. Just top of the top, just amazing, man. But I think and bro, I'm not going to, I'm not going to sit here and, and act like, that like the success off of this isn't a bad thing as well, because obviously it's a good thing. Like I've had success reacting to like, different video games and stuff like that. That's still a thing for me on my channel, but no matter if it's, successful or not, my #1 thing that I like to do is to entertain. So if I'm always cracking jokes, just me just being me, this is what I love to do, y'all. So evidently I could be, listen, I'm gonna be sitting here, reacting to a damn cup of coffee being made. I'm gonna still try to like get my input on it and, try to put my spin on it and stuff. So that's really why we here. Like, yeah, cool, we like to learn, but at the same time, we're here to crack a few jokes,
You know what I mean when I say that, right? 40K as a setting is expansive. I wouldn't have a channel with as many videos as I do now if it wasn't. But in general, the setting itself has so much going on that not many people take the time to give cross-sections to individual interpretations of events and characters.
True.
Sure, there are factual ways to discuss situations, like the devastation of Baal was probably a shitty time to—
Yo, this Ball guy, we gotta check him out, bro. Like, I've heard of this Ball dude before in Warhammer, but we gotta check this guy out.
Exist on Baal. What I'm getting at is more the why of the situation, not the what. I am not the best lore scholar, and I never pretend to be. I condense media down so that it is easier to consume rather than just tell you what the thing is. I have immense respect for people who can do the research, write the notes, and give a coherent account of what actually happened, but for me, I always preferred individual moments rather than the grand sweeping plots of some narratives.
Like, my personal, like, favorite long form, I would say that Magic Kill is my favorite short form. Well, not really short form, because he makes like 8, 10, 12-minute videos or whatever. But I would say like my favorite long form Warhammer content creator, bro, has to be Wes Hammer, bro. I don't know like what it is. Like, and listen, I'm not biased or whatever, like, cause he messed with us over here. But it's something about it. It's like he puts I don't know. It's like he has like a different twist to his. Obviously, bro, I heard there was like, I think I clicked on like some like lore channels and stuff like that, bro. They got voice actors and everything. It's crazy, shout out to them. But like with Wes Hammer, it's just something different. And I don't know. It's just like he has a way of like breaking down something. Like he breaks it down to the point to where it's very digestible for you to like consume, if that makes sense. I didn't mean to make this into like a whole thing about eating. I promise you, I'm listen. I don't want to sit here and act like I dream about food. Like, I'm not about to phantom tax anybody, but at the same time, that was like the easiest way for me to break that down. No pun intended.
I'm a forest for the trees type of guy. So reading a lot of books, I tend to tune out for some reason when there is a description of a grand sweeping battlefield without any focal point.
Me too.
I enjoy hearing about battles from the perspectives of individuals who take place in them. Good example, when Talos Valkyron and the rest of the 10th Company in the Night Lords trilogy were fighting a small war against a Warhound Titan. It was specifically from the perspective of one or two individual space.
What the hell? Yo, I know I'm pausing a lot. I'm sorry, y'all. What the hell is this? Bro, this thing is built like a transformer. Now, listen, we've seen like dreadnoughts and titans and all this, yo, but like, why is it? Hey, his head look a little like his head's. Man, Diddy Kong head. Like, bro, what we got? Hey, first of all, why he got the hour shaped glass? Why he got a big upper body, but then the small waist and then the big thick leg? Pause. Hey, I didn't mean to say big thick legs. I meant to just. Okay, play the video. Okay.
Throughout the entire battle, not just viewing the battle from a top-down perspective. It's one of the reasons why I find Space Marines fun to read about. They are essentially one-man armies, so you can have an entire battle from their perspective and still get their perspective on it.
True.
Like, when Uriel Ventress is running face first into a gun line with a bunch of pissed off cultists firing at him, I pop off because that's fucking dope, but I'm not getting any deeper narrative connection to the situation. It's cool, but it's not something that I'm as interested in as the smaller notes. Not to sound like I smell my own farts, but I like the loud moments of 40K, but I adore the quiet ones.
On God, I've never heard nobody say it. It's not like I like to smell my own farts. I've never heard somebody say that. Like, I've heard somebody, oh, it's not like I want to toot my own horn. Like, I've heard that before, but I've never heard what Mr. 40K Bones just said. Never. That's a new one for that must be like some like Canadian-ish. Like, I don't like, I'm very patriotic, so listen, I know all the lingo of my country. There's no, yo, I've never heard that before. They got to be from like a different country or something, yo. I'm gonna be honest, yo, I've never, yo, Mr. 40K Bones, yo, where you from, bro? That's not American. Yo, listen, I don't want to be that guy, but I'm going to be that guy for like, what, 2 seconds. That's not American. That is not like a saying that I heard in this country ever.
It's why one of my favorite characters is always going to be Conrad Kurz. He is a shitty person, a cannibal, a monster, but I know that no matter what situation he is in, it is going to end up a lot more interesting than if it were any other Primarch involved. It's the silence of what wasn't said that makes me endeared to certain characters, so for the longest time, I found characters I loved, characters that in general, I would count among probably the most well-written war stories I've ever heard. But
Vulcan?
there was a day I decided to pick up a single book that genuinely changed my perception of how Space Marines could be written. I'm not going to beat around the bush and be cute with this building soliloquy. I'm going to talk about one specific Space Marine. The book that changed my perception of the universe was Helsreach, and that Space Marine was Merrick Grimaldis. He is the protagonist of Helsreach, and I will say that book paints him in a light I had up to that point never seen a Space Marine been shown in.
Now, I'm gonna keep it real. That Grimaldis guy, basically like the main character, whenever he was going crazy on the orks and like Helsreach, and that's when he was like the only like survivor or whatever. I'm gonna be honest with you. He does have a lot of aura, bro. He does have a lot of aura. As you guys actually don't know, I have like a whole like, series reaction to Helsreach and stuff like that, y'all, on my channel. And we literally reacted to every single part from start to finish. So if you guys actually want to go check that out, you can. But yeah, I do remember this guy, y'all. He's like the I'm guessing he was like the main character. Bro, I thought that everybody just went GG's at the end, bro. I thought the orcs just overtook everything. The rock started caving in. I'm thinking it was over. Turns out, listen, spoilers, y'all. Listen, there shouldn't even be no spoilers, bro. The people that watch my videos, bro, they know everything Warhammer, bro. Or at least they pretend like they know everything. Hey, y'all be going crazy in the comments. Oh, but well, actually, Vulcan, he's actually not 9'5". He's actually 10 foot and 8 inches. Like, y'all know everything. Like, bro, y'all are like connoisseurs out here. So, I mean, I don't even want to say, oh, well, no spoilers allowed. Bro, y'all know everything. But this dude right here, bro, he's him. No lie.
Sure, they know no fear.
He's him.
They are tough, but in this book, it paints a very complex psychological profile of Merrick in a way that immediately grabbed. The first line of the book goes so fucking stupid hard that I find myself thinking about it almost every day ever since I've read it. For those who don't know what the first line is, I'm going to play a brief excerpt of what he said in that beginning portion of the prologue and give you a breakdown as to why this is the prelude to one of the best books I have ever read.
I will die on this world. I cannot tell where this conviction comes from. Whatever birthed it is a mystery to me. And yet the thought clings like a virus, blooming behind my eyes and taking deep root within my mind.
Oh,
That
wow.
specific clip was from the Helsreach anime.
Bro said he'll die on that court. That's respect. I mean, obviously, like, if Vulcan was on the line, man, I'm dying. Like, come on, bro. Hey, I'm here, bro. Hey, take me away, bro. Fire your guns. I'm taking all of it, bro. Bro, hey, if Vulcan's behind me, bro, and he has, like, no shield or whatever, bro, I'm legit, bro, pushing him to the side, and I'm taking every bullet, bro. I'm over here doing a Macarena. I promise you. Oh, my God. Yo. Are we good? Did my calculator just pop up? My bad, y'all. All right, well, here we go.
A film that a fine lad did on YouTube. You should check it out. It's a good supplemental watch after reading the book, but it does stand definitely on its own. I'll leave a link to the part 1 in the description. The line, "I will die on this world," has such a bite to it. It goes against almost all of the writing I have ever seen as a pretty active reader for 40K literature. It doesn't portray strength in the Space Marine. It does the exact opposite. It shows that Grimaldis, recently appointed Reclesiarch of the most stubborn, glory-obsessed chapter of hyper-xenophobic Space Marines, is afraid. He has doubts. He wishes to not be in this situation. It very much echoes the speech Sanguinius gave on the walls of Terra during his siege in the...
Bro, who would? Who would want to be in that situation? Who would? Yo, I don't blame him. Yo, hey, y'all saw it. Y'all watched it with me. Man, you know what he had to deal with? Now, obviously, you know, him, you know, trying to crash out on my salamanders, I'm gonna keep it completely real. He was wrong in that regard. But, like, bro, like, everything else, hey, I'm with him. Like, hey, 1,000%. Why would I even want to, like, you know, fight off against some stupid orcs, bro? Some cracked out Streks. Why would I want to do that? I'm with him on that one.
Heresy, about how he doesn't want to be here. He wishes he could leave, but he has no choice. Merrick Grimaldis has resigned himself to be in a situation where he is going to die, and he does not like it. He hates it, in fact, expressing that he despises the world of Armageddon on many occasions.
Bro, I would
his
too.
Doubts in his ability to even do anything in the face of an almost impossible task are draining him of the ability to command properly. There are just entire swaths of this book that read like you are a fly on the wall listening to Grimaldis write how he feels about the situation and how terrible it is. It is incredibly human of him. There is a lot left to interpret because there are scenes where he will show he is frustrated but not elaborate on it. So it's up to you, the reader, to interpret why. The silence of the scene serves to give you that freedom, and I fucking love it. There are so many scenes with this specific character that I resonate with on a deep level. None more than the final scene. Spoilers for the ending of Helsreach. I'm going to give you, like, a 5-second warning to stop watching here and go read the book because...
Yo, it's something about reading a book, bro. I don't know, bro. And I know I sound very, like, Gen Z-ish. I know I sound like a very young, dumb kid. And to be honest with you, I am, you know. Man, but it's something about a book, yo. Like, the only book that I can legit sit down and, like, read, bro, is the Bible. No lie. No lie. And even I struggle, bro. They be having some words. Yo, there be some words in the Bible, bro, that I gotta look at a couple times. I'm like, yo, what? He this, see this. I'm like, yo, what am I looking at? Like, I gotta, like, sound out. And that's, like, no disrespect towards, like, you know, like, the holy book. It's just, bro, like, bro, I haven't read a book since I was in school, y'all. Like, I'm just keeping it real. Like, the only book that I can legit sit down and read, y'all, is the Bible, bro. If it's not the Bible, I'm not gonna, bro. If it's not the Bible or like a Cat in the Hat book, bro, I'm not sitting there reading, bro. It's just something about it. Maybe that's just me. Maybe that's just like, you know, how other kids feel. And if it's not, and you know, and if I'm like the odd one out, GG's, okay. But it is what it is. That's how I feel.
I genuinely want you to. It doesn't matter your level of knowledge on the setting. There is almost a universal appeal to this book. It is written so well. So yeah, 5-second warning. Okay. 5 second, why the fuck did I choose that clip?
That was a nice clip.
Never mind. But, yeah, at the end of the book, Helsreach more or less falls to the invasion of the orcs.
Yeah.
Which is the premise of the whole book, if you didn't know that already. Essentially, a massive city known as Helsreach on the planet of Armageddon is being besieged by the largest orc wa to have ever been seen up to that point. And Grimaldis is in charge of protecting this city that is still recovering from the last war of Armageddon that happened years ago. The city is in no way defensible. And every chapter, more and more of the minimal defenses they have are being stripped away, to the point where only a handful of space marines, alongside Grimaldis...
Man, set them boys. Man, they set them up. Man, yo, they got set up of Doomerson, bro. Hey, he had to work with a bunch of brown shirts from NBA 2K. That's how much of a setup, bro. They set that man completely up, bro. It was nasty work.
Are stuck in one final spot with a small convent of Sisters of Battle and a few guardsmen to defend against thousands of orcs that still remain. It is probably one of the best last stands I have ever seen in fiction, and ends with every single character in the church dying except for two, Merrick Grimaldis and a single guardsman named Andrej. Andrej served as a sort of comedic relief character throughout the entire story.
Hey, I'm gonna keep it real, bro. Those comedic relief characters, just in like movies or TV shows, bro, have some of the best roles. Like, I think that's the best role you can have. And obviously it depends on like the actor or whatever. But like in video games, movies, TV shows, etc., when you have that one character that provides like comedy in like a serious movie or in like a serious TV show, you need them. Or like a serious game, even in like a serious like story game or whatever, you need that, bro. That's what I think. I feel like a lot of people, they like, oh, well, you know, keep the serious tone, whatever. You know, that's their opinion. But my opinion is, bro, you can have a serious like I don't know. Let's say, for example, like, you know, you have like a mob movie, like a mobster movie. You know, you got people catching people lacking, lighting people up with machine guns and Tommy guns, stuff like that. Then after that scene ends, you got Eddie Murphy just out of nowhere, like doing something crazy, like in a movie. Like you need like that. For me personally, I think, you know, movies and TV shows and games need that. They need that character that provides that role of like a comedic, like relief character, who's like still out in the field in that movie, TV show, game, etc. But they provide like those little like jokes or whatever. It's kind of like Kevin Hart. Like I like whenever Kevin Hart plays like a serious role, but you can still see Kevin Hart in these roles. That makes sense.
Being friendly, loud, fun, and uplifting with a funny accent, and he keeps talking to another soldier about how if they both survive the war, he's going to find her wherever she is and marry her. He treats even space marines like Grimaldis with a degree of equality, even knowing they are above him. He talks to Chaplain Grimaldis as if he's just another guardsman. He confesses his plans to marry this woman, being stationed in a very different part of Helsreach. Small clusters of guardsmen at the end of the book did survive, but there was this one scene that happened as Grimaldis saw the little man on his way back to his Thunderhawk to be brought back to his flagship. He saw Andrej, and he simply asks him, "Your friend, your love, did you find her?"
Oh no, did she
to
die?
Which Grimaldis remarks to himself, "I am no judge of human emotion, but I see his smile turn fragile and false." As Andrej replies simply, "Yes, I did find her."
Oh.
There is so much power in that exchange. It is so well crafted to show that both of these individuals are so far removed from being able to convey how they feel that they just come off as almost childlike in a sense. Grimaldis obviously wants to comfort his fellow warrior, and Andrej obviously wants to grieve for his lost partner, but neither can show these emotions. That is as far as they go, but this exchange shows how you can make Space Marines human. Righteous indignation,
they still
fury,
are, though,
wrath, and the
right?
like are wonderful emotions. They bring color to this dark setting, but one thing I find is rare, but
but like, Space Marines are still human. Like, I mean, even though these guys are like highly modified humans or whatever, because they got 2 hearts, 5 kidneys, 5 baby mamas, and 12 kids, 12 baby-age kids. At the end of the day, bro, they're still human. So like they can like, you know, brainwash them and like, you know, just put them all up like under all this like, you know, hypnotization and all that stuff like that. At the end of the day, like their humans still gonna come out a little bit, even though they've been like, even though they legit have been trained to have like less than like, you know, to have like less human emotion, if that makes sense. Like I just feel like that was like the most human moment for him, because he showed compassion of like, oh snap, bro, like you told me about this girl earlier, like since we're the only 2 that came out of it, did you find her? Like, you know, he's still like he's looking out for him a little bit. Like that's still like that's a human trait, you know. So at the end of the day, you know, yes, he may be like this tough guy, whatever, you know, due to like him being a space marine, but at the end of the day, you know, it's still human. So
Treat to experience is when they cover the somber notes of fear, betrayal, loneliness, and this ineptitude to express yourself. I find the way this book portrayed Merrick Grimaldis endears him so much to me that this is the reason I immediately got a Grimaldis model for my army.
really,
He's probably the most human space marine I have ever seen.
y'all, I don't know if y'all know, but this is at least like what? This is like what, $10? Nah, hold up. This is like $10 plus 4 PPP loans, yo. Like, bro, Mr. 40K Bones had to pull a kidney. He had to pull it, bro. He had to get a kidney out of his body just to get these, bro. That's how expensive these things are, bro. Bro had to go rob a bank just to get his entire army, bro. Bro, he had to go threaten the IRS. He had to go threaten Uncle Sam just to get his entire army, bro. This is how expensive these things are. Y'all talking about, are you going to get like a Vulcan one? I'm like, yo, listen, these prices are a little nasty. These prices are scary. These prices are, bro, it's like Halloween out there, bro. It's like 2016 Halloween. Bro, hey, hey, you might want to stay outside, but these things are scarier than killer clowns. Like, bro, I'm going to be honest with you, bro. Like, yeah, hey, I'm trying to get a new PC and stuff like that. I'm trying to level up that way and all this and all that. I'm trying to save up some guap. We got GTA 6 dropping this year and everything. I'm going to be honest with you, bro. I'm trying to start streaming and stuff, you know, for GTA 6 and all these other games. And hey, ooh. Hey, we might have to chill out. You know, I don't want to be that guy or whatever, but we might have to just ease it on in there. Pause. Okay? Pause. Okay? But before you clip me and stuff like that, it's not going to work. I already said pause too quick. Okay? You can't really, all you little masterclass editors out there, you can't edit it out. I'm so fast with what I do. It's absolutely rabonkulous, you know? So at the end of the day, like I said before, all we got to do is just slow down and, you know, we got it. You know?
The hero of Helsreach and one of the last survivors of it. I haven't read as much about him outside of Helsreach. I should do that. But ever since this book, I have looked at Space Marines in a very different light, as they can all breathe, become characters, be frustrated at shitty situations, and be annoyed at your shitty fucking boss abandoning you doing something awful. If you haven't learned anything from this video, it's that you need to read, watch, or fucking snort Helsreach. If you are the type to resonate with deeply imperfect characters, it is a fantastic book for you. But that's probably just me, and I'm hoping some of you. What do you all think of Helsreach? Do you think it's fun, epic, good last stand?
Yeah, listen, I thought it was pretty cool, y'all. Like I said, we watched like, how many episodes was it? Was it like, I believe it was like 13 or 14, maybe 15 episodes that we all reacted to, y'all. Y'all loved it. I kept, you know, going with it. So I thought it was pretty cool, bro. Like the story was just, it definitely kept me hooked. I'm gonna be honest with you. It definitely kept me hooked. Will I ever read the Helsreach book? Probably not. Probably not, because that's not my style. But watching it and stuff like that, y'all, it was pretty cool, man. Shout out to everybody, you know, who watched it. And yeah, bro, shout out to Mr. 40K Bones for this video. And other than that, make sure you guys follow my socials down below, my Twitch, Instagram, and my Twitter. And I'm gonna see y'all later. Check them out. Peace out, everybody.